How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And there was a period in time where games published by Taxan, pretty solid. You had G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, which was incredibly solid. Low G-Man, which was a weird game, but very, very solid. 8 Eyes, very, very solid, although kind of weird, wacky in its own right. Mappy Land. Then you had stuff that wasn't so good, like Fist of the North Star. But then you circle back to like Star Soldier, and that was good. And then you have today's game, which was developed by Kid, the same team that did not only G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, but also they handled development on G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor. They also worked on Low G-Man and a number of other titles. And Kid, for whatever reason, they never got their flowers the way Natsume and other teams did. But Kid was solid. And this game is an example of them being solid, and their games, while being obscure in some instances, i.e. today's game, they were very good. Today, we're going to take a look at a shmup from 1990, and y'all know how I love shmups. But we're going to take a quick look at Burai Fighter. Now, no, I don't know exactly what Burai is. Apparently, according to the manual for this game, it's a race of cybernetic beings that want to take over the universe. And your character, who was never actually given a name, is sent on a mission to 6 different factories or whatever to defeat the Burai. Those factories are where the Burai is creating their half cyborg, half animal army. Yeah, it's super sci-fi, and I love it. Who wants to play a mediocre shmup that doesn't have like, this game has a ridiculous story and it's fun. Who doesn't love that? Besides, shmups, story's only there to justify blowing stuff up. Keep telling y'all that. But anyway, in this game, your character, who was never given a name, I just call him Jetpack Dude because he has a jetpack or whatever, is flying around these levels armed with a number of different weapons that when you collect, you keep your missiles, rings, lasers, what have you, and the more of them you pick up, that adds to your end of level point tally. Every time you pick one up, it changes your weapon. So different weapons work on different bosses, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a really good game. The scrolling changes at different points in the level, so you'll be going horizontally at some points, you'll go vertically, then you might go horizontally towards the left, and yeah, it's pretty solid. Your character can shoot in different directions, like Section Z or Forgotten Worlds, like the arcade versions of those games, because the home versions didn't really do that until the Capcom Classics collections, but that's another talk we can have later. But yeah, this is good. It's fun. It's a game that I hadn't played early on. I knew it existed because I would see the name pop up all the time, but I never saw it available at any of the rental stores in my area, which is odd. But better late than never. I was able to play it later on. I still eagerly anticipate getting my hands on a copy because it's priced pretty respectably right now. But the music is solid. It's good for a shmup around this time frame. It wasn't as solid as, say, some of the music from Konami shmups, what have you. But this is good. This is good video gaming. If you want a copy of Burai Fighter, copies start at about $11 and tick on up for loose carts. Complete copies are all over the place, because I saw a copy go for about $20 at one point. Then there are copies that go for like $80. So they're all over the place as well. But if you like a shmup, you should get this game because it's a very good video game. And yeah, everybody should sit down with a good shmup. I heartily recommend that. It's one of the things I can definitely get behind. This has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful folks tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what Jalico was trying to do, but nothing about this game makes sense. Absolutely nothing.